I'm Eddie Garcia, co-host of the Puck Podcast, with your Puck Podcast Hockey Minute, your daily recap of the night in the NHL. We'll have a preview of tonight's games as well. We had 5 games on Wednesday. The Maple Leafs beat the Stars in Dallas 5-3. Toronto scored 2 goals in 16 seconds during a 3-goal second period. One of them was William Nylander's 19th of the season. He added an empty netter to reach the 20-win mark for Toronto. The Panthers roll over the Wild in Minnesota 6-1. Florida got a pair of goals from Matthew Tkachuk, while goalie Sergei Bobrovsky made 26 saves in net. The defending Stanley Cup champs remain tied with Toronto, both with 42 points for first in the Atlantic Division. Ducks surprised the team with the most points in the NHL, the Jets, with a 3-2 win. Frank Toronto had a pair of goals for Anaheim, including the game-tying goal. And then in the third period, it was Troy Terry with the game-winning goal with just 26 seconds left in the loss. Mark Scheifele scored his 18th of the season for Winnipeg. Utah Hockey Club edged the Canucks 3-2 in overtime. Defenseman Mikhail Sergachev scored the overtime game winner for Utah. Dylan Guenther added his 14th of the season in the win. Vancouver goalie Thatcher Demko dropped to 1-1-1 on the season after returning from injury. Red Wings outscored the Flyers 6-4. Patrick Kane scored the game winner in the third period for Detroit, while Alex DeBrincat and Lucas Raymond each got their 13th goals of the season. In the loss for Philadelphia, Travis Konechny scored his 16th of the year. Coming up on Thursday, 9 games on the schedule. 7 Eastern time, the Lightning host the Blues, and the Devils are at the Blue Jackets. New Jersey holding a 1-point lead over the Washington Capitals for the top spot in the Metropolitan Division going into the day, while Columbus is looking to snap their 5-game losing skid. 7:30 Eastern, the Flyers are back in action. They're hosting the Kings. 8 Eastern, it's the Penguins at the Predators. 8:30 Eastern, the Kraken are at the Blackhawks. 9 Eastern, the Flames host the Senators. Ottawa's won 4 in a row, and the Bruins are at the Oilers. 10 Eastern, the Canucks take the ice for a second straight night, this time in Vegas against the Pacific Division leading Golden Knights. And at 10:30 Eastern, it's the Sharks hosting the Avalanche. I'm Eddie Garcia. If you like this, we have a recap and preview of the night in the NHL each weekday. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. And check out the podcast recapping the past week in the NHL every Monday morning, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Puck Podcast.